guy Kai and Nef. Let's give them a round of applause, y'all. These are two young leaders. These are two young leaders and holistic healers. If y'all don't know what that is, they'll tap more into it now. But these are two people that I've connected with over the last 2 to 3 months because they help and assist me get better in life as well. I watch them, I watch their pages. They come to Ghetto Therapy. We just did a retreat together. We've been working together for like the last 2-3 months. And these are very important people in my life and my journey as of today. So, you know, every time as you get older, as you grow, people come into your life for a season. You know what I'm saying? And this has been a season that they came into my life and has helped me change. So I want to share that same gift with y'all.
Never feel boxed in. If you want to learn something about something, do the reading. Being a nerd is not a bad thing. Like, doing what you got to do is not a bad thing. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing, what's on TV. All of that is not a representation of life. You always stick to what you feel, and even if you don't know what that is, just read, talk to people, talk to your community, and grow off of that. Because me taking that route, I've been able to help so many people and realize a whole different purpose that I didn't even know was an option as far as career. Like kind of with you with the psychology, we don't see that a lot. We always just think, oh, I have to just be a doctor or a lawyer. But there's so many other things that you can do. So as a youth, aspire for anything and everything that you can possibly think of. And that's kind of what we wanted to bring to y'all today is like, you're so much more than just flesh and bone, and we really want to get into that and how even holistic healing is more than just therapy too. It's about you pouring into yourself and understanding what you are.
What I've really been focused on is neuroscience, and this is something that's life-changing. I recommend every single one of y'all go home and just do a little bit of research about neuroscience.
I have interest in that too. That's crazy. I was just going to apply to a neuroscience class next year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what I want to talk about today is neurons, right? Neurons help to send information all throughout your body from different places, from the top to the bottom of your head. Neurons help do this. Neurons, they're made up of dendrites. They have these things that kind of look like trees. We was talking about the trees earlier. Well, you got trees inside your brain. They call dendrites. And they help to send information to the rest of the body. Just like trees help to send information out to other plants, other organisms to let food know it's there, to other trees to give it nutrients, to the ground, all different type of things. Then it also has something called an axon. That sends information back to the cell, back to the neurons so it can know what's going on from the outside environment. And then it also has something called microglia. They help to protect the neuron from bacteria, just like your immune system. So I say all that to say that what you physically do as a whole body, that's happening in each single one of your cells inside of your brain. And there's this doctor from the 1900s, his name is Donald Hebb, and he coined something called Hebb's Law. And this states that any cell that's next to something else, it activates it and then the connection between that cell grows, right? So you meet somebody like Walt, right? And y'all start talking like, oh, it's a good guy. Y'all connection grew, right? So that happens inside of your body too. So realizing that, you can then start to look at something in the brain called the gray matter. This is where all of this communication goes on. How your thought process, your thinking, decision making, all of this happens within the recesses of the gray matter in your brain. You can actually grow this and make it better, right? Based off how you think about yourself. So if you're walking around all day having bad thoughts or negative thoughts and you just talking to yourself in a negative manner, it's affecting these recesses in your brain that deal with the gray matter, which help you make these decisions to do something bad or do something good. So, we go to the word?
We should do
the arm thing? All right, so I say all that to say, now we're going to give a physical demonstration on how positive thinking affects your body and your whole mood, and negative thinking affects your body and your whole mood. So right now you see I'm kind of lit, right? I'm not down on the ground, I'm lit, right? So I'm just going to stick my arm out, and I want Nef to just put some pressure down on my arm and see if she can push it down, right? I can push back up with resistance, right? Now in my head, I'm gonna think I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm retarded, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I want her to push down on my arm as I'm thinking I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I wasn't even thinking to push my arm back up, right? So if y'all would all like to stand up, every single one of y'all, I want y'all to try this to somebody that's next to you. I want y'all to think something negative and try to push down.
Think negative. Just think. Actually, turn your head.
I'm thinking about.
See, you can't talk bad to yourself. I had this karate instructor, and before we did karate, he would come in and he would sit everybody down, and we would do some meditation. We would do these things called brain gyms, which is basically exercises for your hands. So everybody, if y'all could just take y'all 2 hands and put them together, touch y'all fingertips, and go in a circular motion. That just calms the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of your brain down. It actually starts to neurosculpt it. It actually starts to create new connections in the brain. So there's different neurons in the right hemisphere in your brain and in the left hemisphere in your brain that ain't never connected before. Y'all know that cousin that y'all got from way back in the day that y'all ain't seen because they moved down south or something? That's like these neurons in y'all brain. Y'all need to come back and talk to the family members, bring that family back together so that y'all can become smarter. Y'all can have better decision making, so y'all can think not to go grab this or punch this wall, or let me sit here and just calm down and do this for a second. Another brain gym is you could just rub your temples. Just sit there and rub your temples. That can help calm you down.
We talked a lot about the emotions and how different things impact you, but we also need to talk about the spirit and the aura. So you know I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Spider-Man, right? Mm-hmm. You know when Spider-Man just trying to live regular, he gets his spidey senses started tingling, and he's like, I think something is happening. That's your energy, that's your aura trying to talk to you and communicate to you based on your environment. So there's actually sciences behind this, and we got to kind of play around with this when we went to Arizona. They have these machines where you can take pictures of your aura. So even if you don't know that this thing exists, we have like technology that allows you to take the picture and see what your aura colors look like. And what your aura is an expression of your emotions, whether it's being impacted by your environment or you're just good by yourself. The colors change every day, all the time, depending on, again, what you're going through. You got a question?
Yeah, what is the red one for?
So that's the chakra system. So we have different energy points throughout our bodies that bring out different emotions, different characteristics about us. So the aura photos also shows you how your chakras are. So for example, your throat chakra, which is blue, this is how you express yourself. The red one is your survival, your groundedness, and how you feel safe. So the aura photos also shows you different aspects of yourself and how comfortable you feel within yourself, whether you're impacted again by people in your family, by your environment. And that's where we come back in with like things like the brain gems and stuff that we can utilize in order to help master and balance these different energies. So I wanted to teach us a little bit about this also because we are, again, from how we started, we're more than just flesh and bone. We are the universe. And this right here is a scientific example of how you are light and how you express yourself in so many different ways. So you being the universe, this is actually meaning that there's metals inside of you, there's crystals inside of you, which also again adds to why you're being so affected by different emotions, different things around you, which again is good to know who you're around. It's good to pay attention and have these tools so when you feel upset, when you feel flustered, you have options. You know that you are the star universe, that you have all the power to change your reality at any moment of time, right?
Ghetto therapy!